Hello and welcome to Women's Collective, Thinking into Results, a place you can come to start shifting your thoughts to finally create the results you truly desire. I'm your host, Angie Gerber. Let's get started. Hello, and on today's episode, I want to cover and talk about impression of increase. Some say this is the number one key to success. To get the best out of yourself, you can do that by leaving everyone you come in contact with the impression of increase. What is the impression of increase? That's when you come across someone and you look for the good. You look at others, whether it's at home, at work, out and about, and you look at what they're doing well. You try to see the best in others. A lot of times how I do this is I go right to gratitude. When I'm triggered or something's hitting me the wrong way or I'm feeling my energy and my vibration drop, right away I instantly look for the good, look for gratitude. What are they doing well? To shift right back up. And it's also by giving people, compliments, letting them know that you see them, you recognize them, and it has to be done with your heart. You can't just look at people and make something up because they'll feel it. And the universe will not reward you for just trying and going around and making things up. It's truly about looking at the people in your life and the people that you come across and leaving them with the impression of increase. I remember one day that sticks out, and it was just so blatant and just in my face. There was I was watching my middle son at a baseball practice, and it's not where we usually win. And there was a grandma and a grandpa a couple chairs down from me, and I mean the sour look on her face, and just I don't know what was going on with her or with her day. And when she got up and walked by me, her scarf was this amazing cranberry color. And I just stopped her. I was like, oh my gosh, your scarf, that is such a great color on you. And I didn't even really plan to do it. It just kind of happened. And I can't even explain to you in that moment how her energy shifted. It was like a night and day difference. It was like going from 0 degrees to 100. Her face lit up and her body mannerism, just everything, her whole energy and vibration changed just by me stopping her. I could have let her walk by. 5-10 years ago, I would have let her just walk by. But now I purposely go out and look for the good and look for things that I can say or do or just stop someone and show them and tell them what I appreciate about them. I do this at the mall all the time, and people are really taken back most of the time because they're on their phones, and I actually stop them and they have to look up from their phone and they're like, oh, someone's trying to interact with me type thing. But I continue to do it because I also get joy out of it. Bringing joy to others, it will give you an impression of increase, and it's who you become in the process as well. You don't get rich by doing certain things. You get rich by doing things in a certain way. And when I say rich, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about an abundant, wealthy life in all areas, financially, health-wise, spiritually, relationships, all of it's interconnected. And again, you don't get rich by doing things you don't get rich by doing certain things. You get rich by doing things in a certain way. It's in the science of getting rich. How do you live an abundant life? Take 2 sales representatives that are at the same company. They report to the same manager, and yet they're getting very different results. They're doing the same things, but one's doing them in a certain way. And that's how they're getting the results. And so many companies don't know even what they're doing. And if they did, they'd bottle it up and sell it. But it just is how it is. It's things done in a certain way. And that's why it's so important when you're up against someone else, maybe it's a direct competition or you're trying to be the best or get those numbers, put up or whatever it is that you do. Don't compete with others. Create. Be the best in your profession. And you can do that by creating a different standard for yourself. There are laws of the universe. School doesn't teach us about the laws of the universe or really much about ourselves. And that's what thinking into results is really all about. It's about improving the quality of your life through awareness, self-control, discipline, self-image, your attitude. If you don't spend a respectable amount of time really understanding and getting the connection between how your conscious mind reacts and gives your subconscious mind information, and then how your body responds, therefore what results you get. Before you can do something, you must become something. You do that by doing things in a certain way. Our thoughts create our emotions, which is our vibration. And based upon the vibration we're in, our body will react or maybe not react. And how you react is how you get your results. So you must bring your mind in harmony with the laws of the universe that govern your being. Earl Nightingale talked about how the opposite of courage is not cowardness, it's conformity, going along with the crowd, or just doing what you do because that's what everyone does. That's the opposite of courage. Stand out from the crowd. How can you start today to become 1% better? So you're getting out of the 90 to 95% of the population worldwide that just don't think and are just doing what they do because that's what they do. They're letting all the information from the outside control what's happening versus looking from their inside out. We have thousands of negative, ridiculous thoughts that come across our conscious mind every day. And again, your conscious mind can accept or reject. Your subconscious mind cannot reject anything. So it's of those thousands of thoughts, what are you letting come in repeatedly? What are you impressing upon your subconscious mind? We become what we think about. And our thoughts, we need to take control of them and control of what we're internalizing because we let our thoughts control us. So if you are looking at your results and you're not liking what you're doing, what's in your bank account, what you're making, who you are in a relationship, whether it's with a spouse or a child, that's all a direct result of your thoughts. Think about the people that you're working for. Do you have positive thoughts about your company or negative thoughts? I really implore you to have positive thoughts. Become the best of what you're doing and do it daily. Try 1% better every day. Any situation, find the good. Someone cuts you off, good. Find the good in it. Find the good. Find a way to leave everything and everyone with the impression of increase. The way to do this is all through Thinking into Results, the program. And you can make it happen every day, knowing there's always going to be a better way. So know that the way you're doing stuff today, regardless of if you're killing it or not, there's a better way. We are always expanding. We are beings of expansion. There's never going to be a limit on us and our greatness. And that brings me to the law of compensation. So what you're compensated for is based on really three things. First, the need for what you do. Second, your ability to do it. And the third is the difficulty there would be in replacing you. So what are you doing to become irreplaceable? Are you a bucket of water? Are you that water, that symbol where you can put your hand in the bucket, you can stir it around like crazy, you can make the most waves, you can splash water everywhere, and when you pull your hand out of the bucket of water, eventually it'll be as if you were never there. Everyone can be replaced, but how do you become indispensable? How do you become really, really difficult to replace? It's by number 2, your ability to do it. So again, law of compensation, the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing you. Focus on number 2, your ability to do it. How can you create? How can you take what you're doing and become the very best at it? Become a professional. Always striving for better, for more, leaving people with the impression of increase, doing things in a certain way that would make it very, very difficult to replace you. That should be what you're striving for. Impression of increase. How can you start today? And start with yourself. In the morning when you get up, when you're doing your gratitude or writing your affirmations or whatever you do to start your day off right, leave yourself with the impression of increase. Say a few really nice things about yourself. What do you love about yourself? Again, what are you going to do today to really kill it? Maybe you want to do a quantum leap. Maybe you want to do 100% better instead of 1. What does that look like for the day? Thanks for spending some of your day with me. When you're ready to learn more about Thinking into Results, the program that has changed millions of people's lives in every country across the world, including mine, reach out. I do a free discovery call and would love to connect and learn more about your goals, your dreams, and your desires. The link is in the show notes, or feel free to email me at angiegerber@gmail.com. And until next time, start thinking into results today.